Hello everyone. I'm out in our storage shed now. Since the trailer is put away for the winter, it's time to make some improvements here and there if I can. And one thing I decided to do is this. Now you can see that is your common tearaway switch or breakaway switch. Puts the brakes on when your trailer comes suddenly disconnected from your tow vehicle. Well, I didn't have it on originally, and most people will say, well, that's a dumb mistake. But in the province of Ontario, it actually isn't required unless your trailer is somewhere over 3,000 pounds, which this trailer isn't. But I did buy it with intentions of putting it on, but when I read the regulations, and I thought, well, we've had 4 trailers now, and only one of them actually had a breakaway cable like this, and that was our ProLite Evasion. So I didn't bother until now, because I decided I want to have a device that will put the brakes on when we're just pushing the trailer around a campsite, and also for when we are jacking the tongue up to take the trailer off of the vehicle hitch. Now we have 2 types of levelers. This big metal contraption is a BAL, B-A-L, tire leveler. It works really well, but it's heavy and it does tend to rattle as you're going along. So we don't usually take it with us unless we're just going short local campsites. And then we take it with us because it is a really handy leveler. The other leveler we have is this. It's just called a camper leveler. It's all made out of plastic of some kind, heavy reinforced plastic anyway. But you can see on the bottom it's relatively smooth. And the idea of this leveler is you put it in front of your wheel on the side that's low or behind the tire. Doesn't really matter whether you back onto it or drive onto it. But the problem is when we're leveling up on like a campsite that is grass, and if we need to get it up to the maximum height that this leveler will give us, and then we go ahead and chalk all the wheels, put the chalk in that's part of this set, and then you go and crank up the tongue, and the trailer sometimes will jump ahead. We have even had this main part of the leveler here come shooting out from under the trailer, under the tire wheel, because the grass might have been a little wet, slippery, who knows. So anyway, when I put the breakaway switch on, I realized it'd be a simple matter to just make a parking brake. Because if you put a switch across the 2 wires that come out of the breakaway, then you can effectively complete the circuit and the brakes will come on. So what I did was I got a momentary switch from Canadian Tire. You can get these in the auto electrical section where the fuses and all that stuff is. And I'm going to push the button. Hopefully you can see the brake light coming on, which means the brakes are activated. So while we're got this trailer up on the levelers, I can just hold that button down while I crank the tongue up, and then the trailer isn't going to move. So I can crank the tongue up, hold the brake on, and my wife can drive the trailer or the tow vehicle forward, and then I can just let go of the button, and if the trailer moves a little bit, then it's not going to hit anything. The other reason I wanted this was I built these dual wheels quite a while ago, and what they are for is moving the trailer around. If we're in a campsite where you really can't back in easily, then we can use those wheels to just push the trailer by hand. Although this trailer is 20 feet long, it's only 2,350 pounds, and it does roll around on these wheels quite well. But again, these wheels are something that we normally don't take with us because we just don't want the extra weight and the extra pile of stuff with us. So they go on when we're moving it around, moving the trailer around in the shed, and then they come off for the camping season. Okay. But the point of this video is anyone that has a breakaway switch can make themselves a parking brake switch. Because I'm sure I'm not the only one that wishes they could just put the brakes on when they have the trailer rolling around. Yeah, the mount is just made out of some leftover Phylon that I glued together. It's a little flimsy right now, but once the glue all hardens up, it'll be a lot stiffer. But it works fine. So if you want to have a simple trailer brake for when you're stationary, this is an easy way to do it. I used a waterproof push button momentary switch because I didn't want to have the chance that something would hit a switch and turn it on while you're going down the road and have your brakes on your trailer suddenly come on full bore. Wouldn't be a healthy situation. But this way it can't come on unless you'd have to have something big like a huge rock fall on it or something. Even if you did, that would probably break the Phylon mount anyway. All right, that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching.